Arguably one of the Land of Enchantment's favorite restaurants, Sadies specializes in authentic New Mexican cuisine. The restaurant outgrew two previous locations and for the past 20 years has been a New Mexico institution on 4th Street in northwest Albuquerque. Sadies welcomes diners with a casual, comfortable atmosphere and large portions of traditional New Mexican favorites.
I love the red chili enchilada, but I've tried it all. It's all good.
But the carne asada and the quesadillas are my favorite. Absolutely.
I've always been treated like one of the family. I've been here about 15 years. It's a fun place to work. Nice and easy, nice and fun.
Are you in the mood for some great New Mexican food that will always satisfy your appetite? If so, bring the whole family to Sadies. Well, here we are at Sadies with Billie Stafford, who is the guru of Sadies salsa. And Billie, in a little while, you're actually going to be cooking with some of the salsa.
Yes, I am.
Right?
I'm going to use some of our products for some of our cool little segments.
I can't wait for that to get started. But right now, how about fill our viewers in a little bit on the history of Sadies?
Well, you know, my Aunt Sadie started the diner in 1954. And it was a 9-seat diner. It still stands. I think it's called Los Gills Tire Shop at 2nd and Osuna now. And she did that from 54 to 72, 73. And then my mom and dad took over and moved into the Lark Bar. A lot of people don't know that. But the Lark Bar was the intersection of 2nd and Osuna for years. And that was the major throughway, truckers everywhere. So what happened was they moved into the Lark Bar. We went from 9 seats to about 23, 24 seats. And then one day we were at the bowling alley, the Valley Bowl, upstairs eating at Ken's Tiger's Den. And on the table, they had these cool little tents saying, "This place is for rent." And so my mom and dad looked at it, and my mom said, you know, well, let's look into this. And we moved into the bowling alley. We moved Sadies into the bowling alley in 1975. And
I can't wait any longer. I've got to try some of this. We're talking. So in 1975, you moved into the bowling alley, and I bet you have some great bowling alley stories.
Man, we could talk for hours and hours about the bowling alley. We were there from 75 to 1991, basically 16 years. And we built our name, we built our reputation on having authentic New Mexican food right there in that bowling alley for years. And there was the view of the lanes, the margaritas. People would come in there and just pig out and wait for 2.5 hours just to get a margarita, and they loved it.
That was my first experience with Sadies. And you mentioned, too, the authentic New Mexican food. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, something that Sadies we've always prided ourselves on is being authentic New Mexican. And what does that mean? We don't serve Spanish rice. We don't serve things of that nature. It's more Indian-based. My Aunt Sadie and all of her sisters, including my mom, grew up in Bernalillo, so they had that basic background of cooking, that New Mexican style cooking with the sopapillas and the papitas. And my mom and Aunt Sadie and my dad really pushed on keeping those authentic recipes. My Uncle George, my mom's oldest brother, a lot of these chili recipes come from him. But they're all based from that authentic New Mexican flavor, man, that when you taste it, no matter where you are in the country, you know that's New Mexico.
And speaking of authentic, tell us a little bit about the 6-pound sopapilla challenge.
Well, actually, it's 7 pounds.
7 pounds!
We serve it on a pizza dish. For $40, you get this 7-pound meal. And you can do it as a challenge if you like. I have people come in all the time and order it for 4 or 5 people, and then they just share it. But it's huge. It's a sopapilla of your choice, stuffed sopapilla, chicken, carne, beef, whatever you like. A side sopapilla, order a chips and salsa, and a drink. And if you can do all of that in an hour, and we've got a little clicker that counts down, you get it for free, and you get your name on and a picture on our wall of fame, if you will.
Well, Billie, it's time now for you to head down to Builder's Source Appliance Gallery and talk to Ginger down there and do a little bit of cooking. So grab a quick bite, and Ginger, I'm sending Billie your way. Are you all ready for us?
I'm ready. Come on down here, Billie. I'm excited to try that excellent Sadies food.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Sierra del Rio Golf Course at Turtleback Mountain Resort in Elephant Butte, New Mexico's premier live, work, play resort community.